Hello and welcome to my new YouTube video. Today we will be playing some more ladder with the variation Mortar Bait with the lightning and without the cannon card. Unfortunately my audio didn't work again, so I will have to comment over it afterwards. We're starting at top 2500. Let's see where we can get. So in the first game we're facing Francis with the normal tower. With quite a shit starting hand, no Skelly Barrel in the cycle, which I like to prefer to play as a first card every time. There we tried to protect our Dart Goblin, but unfortunately he even zaps, so it didn't really matter if the gang wasn't well placed. There I placed my minions like a little bit in the back. I don't even know why. I'm gonna be honest, putting them on top would have been like the same. Here he played a miner, a minion, and a goblin cage, and 2 air cards, which I'm gonna be honest, immediately I think about like some kind of loon, some kind of air deck, if you know. So what I would want to see from me here is keeping my minions, for example, or in generally like being careful with my air card usage, because if I might like cycle like all my air cards, like I have minions, gang, and the Dart Goblin. If I cycle all of them like at once, I might get fucked with like a loon opposite or something. There I also play my bar barrel, so he still has to respond to my minions. Forces out the Mega Minion, which I don't think is like the best play here. Maybe we should have just not played our bar barrel, because the minions will force out a response anyways. Because I think they will get like around 600 damage if it's not defended. Sorry. There we're just gonna pressure a bit, because he played his loon in the back, and we hit double elixir, though he still has not too much elixir. So there, unfortunately, we couldn't get our ability from our Skeleton King, but I'd say it's still a alright situation. We got some damage on the right side. So there my Skelly Barrel can bypass very nicely. I'm sorry guys, what the fuck. Okay. I'd say this matchup is alright if he had like if he had lightning, it would be kind of better. But if I play this really well, I can easily win it. Like, he has the zap only, and what does he have? A bar barrel, right? Small bill, or just the fireball and zap. I'm not sure right now. But in this matchup, the what's called the ice golem is pretty annoying, because it can like full counter my Skelly King and his ability, which is like really annoying. So that's like the only downside. But despite from that, we have a really good air counters in our deck. Till now we haven't got that much damage, but he's like playing really defensively. He played like 1 loon. There I gave him a little bit too much zap value. But we still get really good damage on the right side. So much skelly damage. Yeah, just cycle my gang in the back. There I think I should have maybe even lightninged. And it bypasses my mortar, unfortunately, because he played it like in the back. The Mega Minion pushed his loon. So we unfortunately take 2 hits from the Mega Minion, which was like a big mistake. If I avoided this damage, then we could have be like in a much safer spot. But we pressure him really well here. Left side as well, getting like very much damage. And that's like, I'd say an alright game with a good finish, but overall I'd say we could have played that much better. We took too much damage from like the one Loon death damage and the Mega Minion. But overall I'd say a pretty good game, though we had a great matchup too. So let's see what we're gonna face next. Alright, so here's a normal tower with a, I'd say, a really good starting hand. Maybe maybe the Mortar should be in there too to be like great. But unfortunately, oh no, he missed the nado, which was kind of crazy, I think. So we had a nice start. He had to place his bomber as well. There I already think about him having like Electro Giant like for 100%, because he has nado, bomber, and the Phoenix. And to be honest, Phoenix is not really played like any time like in the match. So like the only deck I could think about was Electro Giant. So there you always have to be careful, because if he plays like a bowler in the back, you never want to cycle too many cards in that lane. And then we force out the Electro Giant and get like some great value from our Dart Goblin, taking care of everything. And to force out even more value from the Dart Goblin, we also get down like a Skelly Barrel, which gets us great damage on the tower. And we force out 6 Elixir from him as well, which will be like completely defended. We even go for a safe Goblin Gang. I don't know if it would have been even a connection. I don't even know. So here we get out the bomber and just go with a Skelly King in the back. We are up some Elixir, so we can chill. But against him, you can't really like punish him greatly, because he has so many like splash units. There, just take the lightning. I'm really surprised that the Phoenix doesn't like fully kill our minions like one shot. There I play a really bad Skelly Barrel. I played it in the middle, but I think he doesn't know the right spot to activate his King Tower, so that was a big mistake from my end. There we just play a Mortar, which fully counters the Electro Giant. Mortar great counter against Electro Giant, because he doesn't hit the Electro Giant, so he can't get like any zap back. There he plays like a really great evil evolution bomber, and he gets some great damage from his cannon. So some bad interactions for us, but still we are in an okay spot, I'd say. Not even sure if we win this game. I think I played it like very, very poorly. Looking back at it, I'd say we need to cycle our lightnings more on the right side. Like we have to go Skelly Barrel or like Skelly King. He will go for like what's called the bowler, and then we just lightning that, because you can't really get that much damage. And there we take a lot of damage on our tower, because I play my Skelly King in the back, and no, we don't. Okay, guys, never mind. Then we will take some damage soon. There I start to pressure opposite, which I'd say, like, looking back at this, it wasn't the greatest play. Because we cycle like to the left as well, we can't like lightning the tower, and therefore we can't really get big damage, because he has because he has like so many units to like counter me. The bomber, the bowler, the nado, everything. We have 30 seconds left and he is in the damage lead and we can't really get that much damage. So that's not even like a good lightning. I think I should have waited to try to get like some damage with the skelly barrel, like a surprise damage. You can like always skelly barrel and then like lightning fast. Yeah, and we really lose this one, which is like, I'd say it's a great matchup, but we didn't play that very well. I think we should have just went for more skelly barrels on the same side as we had the bigger damage, and then go for lightnings on the defensive troops. Okay, let's see what we're gonna face next. All right. We're gonna be facing some beatdown type. He has the chef tower. So we just start off with a bar barrel and a skelly barrel. I'd say our hand is pretty shit because we don't really want to play too much into the queen, into the witch. And there we take like so much damage. If we had the skelly king, we could have played it on top of the witch and we take like nearly no damage. But I got surprised from the vine spell as well. So like a bad start for us, I'd say. And we had no lightning, which was like really annoying. There we get some great damage from the minions and force out the baby dragon. He cycles to the evolution too, but still it's, I'd say, an alright situation. I should have played something else. I should have played like an earlier dart goblin on the golem. The golem's getting like ton of damage right now, and it's like my tower's nearly in spell range already. Again, we didn't like focus on a cycle. We know he has the evil witch in cycle, and we still play our skelly barrel in single elixir, which means he gets a full defense with the witch, and therefore we get like completely punished. We have nothing. We have no elixir. We spent 3. He got a positive elixir trade with the witch because he gets a huge counter push. I have to lightning that, and I'd say that's already GG. We played that really poorly. There I still try to get something, but it's not really possible, I'd say. We still took so much damage on our right tower as well. And there's shit barbell as well, because I thought the witch would survive. But yeah, that's GG's. I'd say if he has a witch, if he has a witch in cycle, of course, and he doesn't have like a golem like opposite, you shouldn't go for a skelly barrel in single elixir, especially because you will get a very shit trade and he has a great counter push, which you can't really defend because you spent your elixir first. So we're facing a level 14 tower, which is kind of interesting on like top 2000 or top 3000. But let's see what he's playing. He's starting with a princess, which is gonna shout like lockbait, of course, like you all know. Here I try to defend my my dart goblin with the skelly barrel, but his log is underleveled, which is like insane. I don't know how he got this high. It's crazy. Like, well played to him. There I go for a mortar, because I know log bait usually has not the greatest counters for the mortar. If he has an Inferno Tower, like he has, you have always like a positive 1 elixir trade. So you should always take your mortars, like play them aggressively. If he is playing this version with the Inferno Tower. If he's playing the cannon version, I'd say be careful, because you need your mortars a lot of times on defense, because he will have like a quicker cycle and might like punish you greatly. I'd say in single elixir even, it's not the greatest to play your mortars aggressively if the enemy plays like a cycle deck. And I'd say there's not really like a great matchup where you should play your mortars aggressively in single elixir. Maybe if he has Inferno Tower, that's, I'd say, the only way, because there you get like a positive 1 elixir trade. You forced out the building, so you can get damage with your skelly barrel. But other than that, I'd say mortar aggressively in single elixir if you don't get like the greatest elixir trade from like a start situation where you got like I don't know, a great defense with like a big counter push, then you can skelly barrel. But other than that, you should really not go for any aggressive mortar in single elixir at least. And not really like, I never really play my mortars like aggressively, like just at the bridge. I think you should always try to cycle your cards in the back, and especially with like the cannon card version, you should always cycle your cannon card or something in the back, and then like build from that a bigger push. That's inside, so I don't even need to use my bark barrel. And I play another skelly barrel to block the princess. I don't even know why, but I'd say it's good. There I should play mortar defensively, yes. There I saved my bar barrel, which was like a great play, because if I played it like aggressively after I defended the barrel without the bar barrel, if I played it like aggressively, I won't be able to cycle back to it, because he has a much quicker cycle. So if you ever get the chance to defend the barrel without your bar barrel, you shouldn't put it aggressively, because you're just lucky that you won't be outcycled for like another 2 barrels. So there I thought about taking the lightning, but I'd say it's too aggressive. With the lightning on the left, we get the death damage, which gets us to lightning range tower. There we still have to be a bit careful, because he has the evil barrel up, but we get back to our lightning and take the win. Which I'd say, if he had his towers on level 15 and everything like maxed, would have been like a much closer game. I'm not actually sure if we are done here. No, we're gonna play one more game. So let's see. Yeah, we have 4 games. That's what I noticed, and then I just hop in one more game, because we are 2 wins, 2 losses. I don't want to end equal. So let's see. We have a great starting hand with Skelly Barrel in cycle. There I maybe should have waited 1 more second, so I can see if he wants to cycle like his spirit or something. And we get some great first damage. I put my Skelly King like last second at the front, so my tower shoots the what's called the royal ghost. And again we are facing some baby dragon, which is kind of annoying, to be honest, because it just really counters my Skelly barrel, and is kind of annoying against my Skelly king as well. Which is why I'd say in the meta right now I'd say it's alright, but not the greatest. The Mortar Bait. There luckily my Dart Goblin survives, and he has to vines again, so I just pressure some more. And right now I realize he doesn't have a small spell, I believe. There I take a big lightning. I thought the interaction with like a one shot from the cannoneer tower and the lightning wouldn't kill the elite barbarians, so I even bar barreled, which was like kind of bad looking back now. But I didn't really knew this interaction, to be honest, because I haven't played like any elite barbarians in the last, I don't know. I haven't really faced any. There I just go for like aggressive play, because he played his pump in the back, and we get some great damage. I cycle my Dart Goblin back, so I get back to my Barbarian barrel, which we don't really need against him, because he doesn't have like some spammy units, so we can easily play that. There I even go for my ability, which is like amazing if he has no small spell. And we get like some great lightning value again, but I completely miss it, which is pretty unfortunate, but doesn't really matter. We took both his towers. There I can now see his complete deck, which includes like the 3 musketeers, which would have been like really annoying if we played them in single, to be honest. But I don't know, he didn't get like the great chance because we pressured enough. There we finish at top 2100. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you like this deck as well. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you guys.